Make sure you subscribe on YouTube and follow us on all of our social media channels as well. Let's talk guards for a sec, guys. They split a doubleheader yesterday with the Twins. It was the continuation of a suspended game and then obviously another game. Do you want to start with Gavin Williams and his strong showing or the bullpen not holding up its end of the deal in the first game? Bull?
Well, that was, what sucks is that first game, they looked dead going in the ninth inning. They're down 5-2, and they come back, get a two-out double. What was it, Bo Naylor that got the two-out double to tie it?
Yeah.
And the same day that I was like, all right, time to move on from Carlos Santana, he hits a home run in both games. Interesting. I inspired him. I'm very good at inspiring these players when they're playing like crap. And then for Kade Smith to blow it in the bottom of the ninth was a huge disappointment because that would have been an awesome win to get it. Kade Smith, oddly, has had 2 bad outings here in the last week or so. And then the second game, they come back, they take care of business, and Gavin Williams pitched a great game. One other thing from the bullpen that I got a concern about right now, and I texted Zach asking his opinion, is that Emmanuel Clase's velocity was down. He got the job done. He got the save in the second game. Or was it not a save situation? I can't remember. But he finished the game.
They were up 4, so not a save situation.
Yeah, it wasn't a save situation. But his velocity was down. And so I was a little concerned. Zach said to me, hey, he's like, it was really cold there, so maybe that factored in. But he was dealing with a shoulder issue, a month ago. He had soreness in his shoulder. So the fact that his velocity was down, Jason, is concerning. Now, since that bad Pirate explosion, I don't think he's given up a run. He's been great, but that was a little concerning.
I hear Zach on the weather and cold and weather.
Yeah.
Wait and see what his velo is in his next outing.
Right.
And then I think you can have that conversation. If it's down again,
Yeah. And the weather's supposed to be cold again in Detroit this week.
This weather sucks.
I mean, what is this? It's late May already. Let's go.
It's
Enough.
so bad.
It feels like late November, early December.
I know.
It's 50.
Terrible.
We better have every day in June sunny.
Oh, God. Like, all weekend is supposed to be like this.
Yeah.
Look at
Holiday
this.
weekend.
Yeah, look at that.
It's not supposed to be late May. Look at that bomb just went off.
It's
there.
Memorial Day. It's not sweatshirt
like
weather.
Moscow.
This is
Memorial Day's
absurd.
gonna be like 60. It doesn't
Moscow.
It looks like Moscow.
Yeah, it's depressing.
Jeez.
Anyway.
So, but listen, Gavin Williams, that was the Twins had won 14 after pulling out the first game. The Twins had won 14-15. Their offense has been great, and Gavin Williams completely shut them down. I thought that was a very impressive performance by him last night. Being able to go through 6, we've talked about that, Jason. It's so funny how 6 innings feels like
I know. It feels like a complete game these days.
Right? When we were kids, that would be like,
That's
you only
a bad
went 6?
start.
Yeah.
That's a bad start.
But nowadays, 6 innings is a good start. I mean, he pitched great. 2 walks, 2 hits, only 1 run, 6 Ks. Didn't have the crazy strikeout numbers. But against the Twins lineup that's been great of late, that was impressive.
We've become too obsessed with strikeouts. I think people are just too hung up on strikeouts.
Well, I actually liked that his strikeout total was down because it means you're pitching more.
Yes.
Pitch the contact. Let's go.
Pitchers are getting too hung up on trying to strike guys out, and it's running up pitch counts, and it's part of the reason they don't make it as far into games. And sure enough, he had a couple innings early on with really high pitch numbers, and I kind of thought, well, here we go again. And then he fought through. I think he had like a 9-pitch inning or a 10-pitch inning, and just if you could just get 1 or 2 of those innings where you get up and you get down, you get the bats back up, and it really can lengthen your outings. So I mean, that has to be his best outing of the year, right? Under the circumstances.
He's had a couple of those, but that's as good as any. Yeah.
Is the way that lineup's hitting.
Yeah,
right
that's
now.
true. Yes, very impressive.
So pitching ninja, real quick, Dustin.
Well, he pitched great against the Yankees too.
He did.
Yeah,
pitching ninja, who does a great job tracking pitches and all that on Twitter. He tweeted this out, but he said Gavin Williams debuted a new sinker last night. I'm not sure if you guys noticed this.
Did you know
on
that?
top of a
No,
career-high cutter usage rate. So he went away from the fastball more to the cutter. He threw 5 sinkers yesterday. All to righties. He averaged 94.4 miles per hour with 11-inch vertical break and a 16-inch arm side movement.
Did any of those get hit?
No, they're 3 balls, 2 strikes, but he got check swings on them.
Another pitch in the mix.
I was just say I didn't, full disclosure, did not see that game. So I was curious.
I was
when
in
you
and
watched
out of
it,
the game.
did you notice it?
I didn't.
No, I didn't notice.
I didn't notice it.
I wasn't watching every pitch.
Yeah, neither was
Again,
I.
I had 100 things going on yesterday.
Yeah.
But I had my eye on it, and because
Right.
I saw his pitch count was real high early, and I thought, well, here we go again.
Yeah.
And then he was able to bow his neck and get
Right.
through that.
Right.
But what pitch was it's a sinker?
Yeah.
I wonder who taught it to him. I'll have to poke around on that.
Yeah, 5 sinkers, auto right. I'll send you the tweet.
I'm
Jason,
guessing he's been working on it for a while.
Oh, for sure.
And he finally felt
comfortable
like,
enough.
okay, I'll give it a shot a couple of times against the team that knows me pretty well. It's
Yeah.
a division team.
Yeah.
And he broke it out a few times. And it'd be curious to see if he, do we get to the point where he's throwing it 10, 15 times a game?
Yeah.
Keeping
Just
people
enough-
off balance.
it's
That's good.
just-
It's always
yes.
good,
Yes. It's just to keep a guy off balance
Yeah.
type thing.
So
they
where
can't
would
sit
this
on
come
it.
from? 'Cause
Right.
obviously there's no scouting report on him throwing that.
Right. That's pretty good movement on that
Yeah.
for what you read.
Yeah, that's really cool. So
That's
I just
something
sent you the
to pay
tweet if
attention
you
to
guys
going
that was a bummer they lost that first game after they made that comeback.
Yeah.
Comeback,
Yeah. To end up losing that game. Kate Smith's actually looked human the last week or so.
Well, they got Detroit now.
Yeah.
And this is
4 game.
Yeah.
Think about this. You got 4 in Detroit. Then you got 3 at home against the Dodgers. Then the Angels stink. And then you got to go to New York for 3. I mean, you just played Minnesota, who'd been red hot.
You could be 12 games out by the middle
You
of June.
got to, again, see, they're not going to be out of it in the first week of June. But,
They're 6 out now.
well, but in the
4 in
wild card,
Detroit.
they're only like
No. I'm talking division.
oh, could they be out of the division by
They could be 10
in 2 weeks?
Maybe not 12. They could be 10 out.
Yeah, they
Easy.
could. I would not completely write them out of the division, but they could be in big trouble.
I mean, I'm not going to start counting games in May, but it'd be good to get out of Detroit
Yeah. I
with
mean,
at
this
least
is
sweep.
a tough challenge. The Tigers have the best record in baseball, not just in the American League. In all, and the National League has most of the powerhouses, but the Tigers are playing their asses off.
This division is no joke. And I know people laughed at it last year and kind of, even with the success that they had, even
Yeah.
with the playoff teams that they produced, people still kind of looked at it like, it's the
No,
Central.
it's good division.
It's a really good division.
Yeah. And think about this right now. The Tigers got 2 starters on the injured list. The Royals have their 2 best starters. Reagans and Lugo are both on the injured list right
I
now.
think Bubich is there.
Well, he's been great.
Yeah.
He's been great. Obviously the Twins are playing much better. They've won
Yep.
14 of 16. So they've been more competitive. Some of their good hitters have actually been able to stay relatively healthy this year. This division is no joke. Obviously the White Sox are still terrible, but and are the Rockies, by the way, I this continuing saga of the Rockies I'm fascinated by. You know what their
8
record
and-
is now?
8
Rockies?
41.
Why are you stealing my thunder?
I thought you were asking us.
Oh, okay.
You can't say, do you know what their record is, and then
That's
get
true.
mad when someone answers.
I was just seeing if these guys
I
knew
didn't
it.
know
but
it was
you-
rhetorical.
Tell them again, Mike, what their record is.
8 wins,
Yeah.
41 losses.
I mean, think about that for a
That's
second.
incredible.
Jesus.
They are on a. So last year, the White Sox broke the record, the modern Major League record for the worst record ever. They won 40 games, 40 and 122. The Rockies are on pace, I think, to win about 25 games, maybe 27. This is insane. You look at their roster. People were talking about the trade deadline. Who are they trading?
No.
They have nobody. They literally have nobody. They're only good hitters. They have 2 good offensive players, Brenton Doyle and Hunter Goodman, who are both essentially rookies. I mean, Doyle was a rookie last year, so they're not going to trade either of those guys.
Yeah.
They don't have a single good. They have 1 or 2 okay arms in the pen.
Who's this
but-
Jordan Beck guy?
Yeah, he's been pretty good. He's a rookie also. He's a rookie. That's it. They have I'll say 3 good young hitters. The rest of their lineup's trash. Their starting rotation is complete garbage. They've had the same guys in the rotation every year. They stink every year. Their bullpen's got 1 or 2 decent arms, but they're all rookies. They have literally nothing to trade to get better. I mean, I guess they could trade Brenton Doyle or Jordan Beck or Hunter Goodman, but even those guys,
They're not
they're
gonna
nice
bring back-
players, but they're not bringing back a huge haul.
No, they don't have very good numbers.
They
They're
have
not
nothing.
playing
The
well.
White Sox have only Luis Robert. He's having a terrible year. I like the awareness from him. Did you hear what he said the other day?
No.
They were asking him, like, you expecting to get traded? He's like, I've been so bad. I don't know why anybody would want me. But I think it's a Nicholas Castellanos situation.
Absolutely.
I think he goes somewhere else and kicks ass.
Yep.
But his value's down because he's been terrible.
Yeah.
They have nothing. What else do they have to trade?
The White Sox?
Yeah. Nothing.
I mean, Shane Smith, but you're really going to trade him?
He's a Rule 5 pick. I don't
know,
even think you
that's why
can
I'm-
trade him.
Oh, yeah, you could.
No.
Yeah, you could.
I don't think you could trade a Rule 5
They
pick.
would have no reason to.
Yeah, I mean, they wouldn't anyway. But,
Yeah.
like, we're going to trade Davis Martin? I mean, it was another one of their stars. They have nothing. So between those two teams, they have one player to trade. The Marlins have, like these bad teams have. They have Sandy Alcantara. He hasn't been great, but obviously they'll get a good return for him.
Did you see there was talk that the Pirates may move Skeens or teams are going to call and ask?
Yeah, Heyman said that's not true.
Pirates came out and said we are not trading.
Well, they said they want to build around him. Well,
then build.
Yeah. Do something around him.
Yeah. They should trade him, frankly. They should.
No, they should.
Yes, they should.
No, they should spend money and get better. That's
they're not going to do that.
Well, if you're going to trade Paul Skeens now, you might as well fold up the franchise. What are you going to get? You get a bunch of prospects that if they're any good, then you're going to trade them?
Trade them too.
I mean, it's so stupid.
I know.
You're not trying to win.
I mean,
no.
If that dude stays healthy, I mean, he's going to be like a Hall of Fame pitcher.
I mean,
that's a big if
sure.
with pitching.
That's
today.
a big if.
I understand.
Yeah, but
I mean,
yes, obviously he's got a Hall of Fame
Do
talent.
you guys think he's the best in the game right now?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
You think he's better than Tarek Skubal?
He said it very
No.
sternly. No.
I mean, Skubal's excellent.
He's not better than Skubal. He hasn't done enough. He hasn't been lights out this year either. He's been good, but he's not been lights out.
I don't know. Is Skubal the best pitcher in the American League this year?
It's probably been Max Fried.
Fried's been. I mean, Hunter Brown got hit yesterday, but
yeah,
the Guards are scheduled to face Skubal on Sunday
Thursday. He's pitching the last game of the series.
How do you think the pitching? Real quick, the pitching matchups.
Yamamoto's been fantastic with the Dodgers. Kode Senga's got like a 150 ERA. But I don't.
Crochet's been great in Boston.
If I'm starting a team right now, and you ask me to get one pitcher, I'll take Skeens because he's the youngest. But Skubal's a better pitcher right now than Skeens is.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
But there's probably 4 or 5 guys in the conversation, actually.
Yeah, Hunter Green is a great young pitcher. He's coming off the DL today. Go ahead, Mike. What were you going to say?
With the Guardians-Tigers series coming up, huge 4-game set.
Yeah.
Tonight's pitching matchup, Bybee versus Jack Flaherty.
Yeah, Flaherty hasn't been great either.
No. Then you got Sassoni versus Job, Ortiz versus Mize. That's what I said.
I think it's Sassoni.
No, Sacconi.
Okay,
versus Job, Ortiz versus Mize, and then Logan Allen versus Tariq Skubal.
Is Mize coming off the DL? Mize is on the DL. He must be coming off.
Who is?
Mize.
Casey Mize, yeah.
He's scheduled to pitch on Saturday.
Yeah, Mize is, and they just put somebody else on the injured list.
Detroit did?
Yeah.
I didn't see that. Pitcher?
Yeah. I can't think of who it is, though. But
so I'm sorry.
Let me go through it one more time.
Yeah.
Tonight, Thursday, Bybee versus Jack Flaherty.
That's pretty even.
It's pretty even.
Friday, Sacconi versus Job.
Job's not been dominant this year.
No, but he's been better. I mean, Sacconi pitched well in his first start.
Yeah, one start. But
You'd lead
really
towards Job. He has more experience
but
at this
that's
point.
not overwhelming.
No.
Ortiz versus Mize.
Edge Tigers.
Edge Tigers.
Yeah.
But Ortiz looked really good in his last start.
Ortiz pitched pretty well.
Yeah.
And then Allen versus
That's
Skubal,
a massive
which
edge
is
for the Tigers.
Allen versus Skubal?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, they better take 2 of the first 3 if they want to.
Well, they go from Allen versus Skubal to then Gavin Williams versus Yamamoto for the Dodgers in back-to-back games.
Skubal and Yamamoto back-to-back.
Just don't get hitting back-to-back
Who else is pitching in that Dodger series?
Yamamoto, May, and Kershaw are the 3 scheduled starters.
Wow. So you're going to face 2 Cy Young winners. I know Kershaw's Cy Youngs have been a while, but and then Yamamoto could win a Cy Young this year. Dustin May, who's a real. Listen, you're not facing any scrub pitchers for the next week.
No.
How's Sasaki doing for the Dodgers?
He's hurt. He's on the injured list. He was doing
Yeah, he's okay.
Meh.
I mean, he's a rookie.
Yeah.
And he's a legit rookie, unlike a lot of the players that come from Japan.
How old is he? Like 23?
Something like that. I don't know exactly, but yeah. But, I mean, listen, I wonder if they're going to call up Kafis here soon. Lane Thomas, I would assume, comes off the IL maybe today. He hit a home run in his rehab game yesterday. He's played a lot of rehab games. Kafis hit another home run yesterday. He's been absolutely killing it. I'd put Kafis I'd let Kafis play right field right now.
I saw Nolan's hitting like 370 in his last however many. He's quietly starting to put it together. But I hear you.
I got to give another guy a shot right now. I wanted to move on from Santana, but all of a sudden he started to hit. So
I don't.
Crap on Nolan Jones, and maybe he'll start hitting too.
Nah, I really like Nolan Jones.
Bring up Nolan's game log over the last 5 or 6 games. How many hits does he have?
Over the last how many games?
Whatever. 5, 6, 7, 8 games.
All right, give me one sec.
How many hits
Nolan
does he have?
Jones.
Because, I mean, you can only look at the StatCast page so many times before you need actual
real numbers.
Production.
In the last 7 days, 15 at-bats, 5 hits.
333. How many strikeouts?
3 strikeouts. He has an OPS of 646.
All right.
3 strikeouts?
He has a lower on-base percentage than he has a batting average. I'm not sure how that works.
And he never walks.
3 strikeouts?
He must have got thrown out. Yeah, he has not walked in the last week.
He has. You could have a lower on base percentage. A lower on base percentage. So he might have hit a sacrifice fly counts against your on base percentage, but not against your batting average. Okay. So he probably has a sacrifice fly.
He has 2 RBIs, 5 of 15, 1 run, 3 strikeouts in his last 7 days.
All right.
His last 15 days, he's hitting 259 with a 535 OPS.
That's not